There's some common barriers that come up when people are completing their CQI plans. The one I hear most often is that it takes a lot of time. There's no doubt about it. The CQI plan takes time to create, takes time to implement, takes time to reflect on. But creating it certainly takes time, especially when you're creating strong action steps. But there are a few tips that I would definitely recommend to making sure that you're putting time in and creating time. It's easy to get bogged down in the day-to-day time that it takes to run an after-school program, without a doubt. But number one, I would say, is to schedule time. Just like you schedule meetings, schedule time. Put time aside. I've worked with a program that knew that every time that they sat down to do it, they got interrupted by phone calls. They got interrupted by people coming in to talk to them saying, hey, do you have a quick second? Schedule time. Put it in your calendar like a meeting so people know that you have a closed door right now, that you are sitting down, that you are working on something. And while it might not look like you're in a meeting, you are. This is your QRIS time. You can also use this as a time to review goals, perhaps. Put it in your calendar just the same. It's your time to review your QRIS, your CQIP, whatever it might be. I also would recommend completing your CQI plan as you complete your assessment tools, not all at once. So once you've done your RNETs, gather them and work on that part of your CQI plan, not just once you're getting ready to submit for QRIS, but really work on it as a living document, as a piece that you're continuously working on, not something that just gets done all at once, because that will be overwhelming. Another barrier to continuous quality improvement is that there's frequently new staff, and turnover is often a problem in this field. It's hard to get a lot of people on board with new programs or continuous quality improvement when you're continuously training new staff. And so I encourage you during a new staff's orientation to just teach them that continuous quality improvement is a part of your program and a part of your management style. That just simply saying, you know, here at this program, we continuously look inward and look at our program and think about, what do we want to improve upon? If you see something that you think, hey, I think we could look at this in a little different way, let me know. So that they walk into the program knowing that things are not set in stone, that we're always looking for those little ways that we can improve, those little moments that we can change, those learning moments that we see every day, right? You can also even present them with the CQI plan, even if it's just saying, here's one area just so you know that we're working to improve on as a group right now. And if you're discussing it at staff meetings, weekly staff meetings, then they'll be pulled on board very quickly to learn about some of the goals that you're working on and key areas that you're working to improve. Then there's also not just new staff, but then there's the old staff who are set in their ways, right? Things are done the way they're done, and they're not really interested in continuous quality improvement. They're interested in doing things the way that they want to do them. And I think it's most important to be clear that you're not doing continuous quality improvement because you want to improve your SACR scores, because Massachusetts says so, or because your QRIS rating needs to be moved up to a level 3, but because you really are working for the sake of the kids and you're working for the sake of the program, and that you are looking to make your program quality better for them. And so really talking about why you're doing this and really looking towards the mission as supporting your backbone there. And also getting them on board and giving them that responsibility and bringing them on board to motivate them, to saying, all right, well, what are you excited about working on? Maybe you have a staff who's really interested in music and movement. Putting them in charge of helping pull up that SACR score. Let them, you know, take on that goal and that responsibility, and giving them that motivation. We'll talk about that in the next unit, so keep moving forward through the videos. And of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me with the Talk to Trainer button.